Welcome back, 431, 730 AM, 102.9 FM, WTNT. Andy Parks, Fred Grandy, live from the Washington Times. And joining us now from Times247.com, editor Katherine Timpf. Hello, Katherine.
Hello.
Well. Busy day for you guys? Or?
Yeah, pretty busy.
Yeah.
Did you see that nearly all of the most senior advisors to Obama are white dudes?
Well, what about Valerie Jarrett?
She's the one of 10 that's not of the most senior ones. If you think about it, like Jay Carney, Biden, obviously.
Pfeiffer. If you look down the top 10, there's one woman, and it's Valerie Jarrett.
And one person who's not white, and it's Valerie Jarrett.
Right.
Now, that's interesting because I don't know if you've noticed this, but the Republicans in the House just appointed all of their chairs.
Mm-hmm.
That's
all
right.
The guys that are going to chair their key committees.
Yeah.
What was the lead story? No women.
No women.
Right.
Chairing
Now, actually, though, that could change.
We're not even sure that she's a woman.
Who are you talking about?
Valerie?
Well, I mean...
Maybe it's Valentino.
You got a mole in there?
Wow, how about that? Just slamming Valerie Jarrett.
I don't care.
I think Valerie Jarrett, I think she is a woman.
I'm just self-conscious.
That's the least of our problems.
Really, no kidding. But you had mentioned the Republicans that there are no committee chairpersons who are anything but white male.
I think they're white male.
Yeah.
But here's what's interesting is they were very seriously thinking of giving the Homeland Security Committee to a woman named Candace Miller, who's from Michigan.
Right.
The problem is that would have meant 4 committee chairs from Michigan.
From Michigan, okay.
And as much as Republicans obviously don't want to empower just white guys, or maybe they do.
Yeah.
They don't want to have, nobody would tolerate 4 chairs from one side.
Now, if I understand correctly, there's a possibility that there will be a female chairing the Ethics Committee. Is that what I hear?
Oh, my condolences.
Well, you were on that. You served on that committee.
I was the ranking member. I mean, that's a sentence, not an assignment. I'd rather be in the witness protection program.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Really? Yeah, they'll probably get a woman, but that is such thankless.
I'm just not. I mean, just whoever's best. I really think we worry way too much about it. I don't care. I'm a woman, and I'm never.
It's the best person for the job. That's just the way it has to be.
Well, that lets me out.
Yeah. Well, what else are you working on?
A political science professor at Butler University has asked students in class to disregard their, quote, Americanness, maleness, whiteness, heterosexuality, middle-class status when they are writing and speaking in the classroom.
Wow.
What's left?
Fred, you fit into every category but middle class.
Well,
I'm done.
I mean, so you're going to start using slang from different subgroups in your papers and things like that. There's ways that you talk when you're one place, and there's ways that you talk when you're another place, and there's certainly in academic writing, it's got nothing to do with if you're a guy or if you're white or black or gay.
She's just there's class. Have you noticed that?
Academic writing.
Okay, all right. Wow.
Why don't those small, and there are always small minority members of college faculties who resent this kind of thing speak up?
I mean, because they'll be racists, called a racist or a homophobe or whatever, probably.
Well, they're going to be called that anyway. So why not at least assert their right here?
Yeah.
I mean, this is like McCain and Lindsey Graham being called racist because they disapprove of Susan Rice becoming the next Secretary of State.
No, it's true. All right, what else?
Well, according to the Fraser Institute, Canada now surpasses the U.S. in economic freedom.
Yeah, I saw something on that.
Yeah, it's close. It's 6.8 out of 10 to 6.7 out of 10, so it's really close.
They have a lower unemployment rate up there, don't they?
I think so.
And I know that the government passed a major tax reform, because you'll occasionally hear wisps of that on the campaign trails, how Canada now has a more forgiving tax code than we do, and a better business climate.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard that if we were measuring unemployment the same way as we did in the 30s, that it would be higher than it was in the Great Depression. I don't remember where I heard that, but I did hear that somewhere.
Well, that's a good story, though.
Yeah,
I'll use that.
I heard it. I gotta verify it. Yeah. But I mean, that doesn't.
In a bar.
If you look at the way, if you look at even the way we measure debt, though, you hear the 16 trillion figure being thrown around everywhere. But I read in the Wall Street Journal yesterday, it's actually more like 87 trillion.
Well, those are the unfunded liabilities.
Right.
Those are all
that's just minor
outstanding
things, Fred. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Was it 42 trillion in Social Security alone, or Medicare or something?
Yeah. I mean, these are the obligations that we've made that cannot we cannot possibly pay for.
All right, got time for one more.
Ken Burns, MSNBC, said he doesn't think we'd have a secession movement if the president wasn't black, essentially.
Wait a minute.
Do we have a secession movement?
Well,
why aren't they calling me?
Well,
down in Texas.
There's petitions in all the states, some larger than others.
Yeah, but how seriously do you take it?
Well, in Texas, they've already hit the
They have enough signatures that Obama has to review it. Now, I wonder what he's going to say, of course.
Yeah.
But
what do you think, Fred? You think maybe Texas ought to bail?
Yeah, I think he'll probably say, Susan, will you look this over for me?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Valerie, could you
Val.
All right, very good. We'll check out times247.com. Great website, collection point for news from around the world, all in one spot. Katherine, thank you.
Yep.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
It is 4:37, 7:30 a.m., 102.9 FM, WTNT. Frank Wolf, Congressman from Northern Virginia, on the way. Stay tuned.